Hi, my name is Sarah. This is for my dual enrollment English literature class, and I'm going to be telling a story from the Canterbury Tales. So I'm going to be talking about the tale of Sir Thopas, or Sir Topaz, however you say it. Let's get started. The story starts with a prologue, and in the beginning, all the characters, the pilgrims, are sitting around a table in the inn, telling their stories. And the nun just finished her story, so, she's at the end of the table. The character who's supposed to represent Chaucer is just kind of sitting there, staring at the floor. Host comes in and he's like, wow, that was really depressing. Hey, Chaucer, you should tell a story. And he's like, I think I know one. It's a poem that I learned a really long time ago. It's about this knight. This is Sir Topaz on his horse. I guess he's got a broken knee. I don't know. So, starts off saying he was born far away in Belgium, yay, and then it starts to give a description of his physical appearance. He's got some really red lips and an awesome nose, he's got waist-length hair, and he's got this huge orange beard. He's got some leather boots, and his socks are imported from Belgium. Pretty fancy guy, he's got some really cool robes. The poem also talks about how he is a really skilled archer and he hunts deer and other animals in all types of weather. It says that he likes to go hawking by the river. I'm not quite sure what that means. And it also says that he's the best in wrestling anywhere. Look at him go. All the maidens in the land are swooning over this knight. They think he's amazing and they want to be with him. And he's like, not so much. I'm gonna wait until I'm married for that, so sorry. One day he decides to get on his horse, which just so happens to be, gray. And him and his gray horse set off into the forest. There's flowers everywhere, and there's colorful fields all over the place. Something about licorice in the story. It doesn't really make any sense. All the birds are singing, they're in the trees that are lining this path that he's going down. And for some reason, he has the urge to start going really fast. So he goes for a while. And then he decides to stop and lay down in this meadow. He starts talking to the sky, talking to God. And he's like, hey man, I had this dream about an elf queen, and I feel really bad. She's the only person that I could ever be with who's good enough for me. So, he sets off on his horse again, which just so happens to look like a fat chipmunk. Oops. And he goes to find this elf queen and runs into this guy named Sir Oliphant, which is actually Sir Elephant. So Sir Oliphant's a giant, and he says, go away, you can't be here, the elf queen lives here. And so Chaucer talks about how the knight goes away because Sir Oliphant starts throwing rocks at him. So he goes to this village nearby, he gathers all these people, and he's like, I'm gonna fight Sir Oliphant and win the elf queen. And they're like, yeah, cool. They describe all of his clothing as he's getting ready. He has this shirt that shines like gold or light, so I guess it's yellow. He's got white pants, an ivory-hilted sword. His shield is red with a boar's head on it. He's got a bronze helmet and a cypress spear. And then Chaucer's trying to build some suspense, so he's dragging this out. So the knight leaves, and at this point, the host breaks in and he's like, hey, stop. This is really bad. And Chaucer's like, why? Everyone else got to finish their story, let me finish mine. And the host is like, honestly, you're really bad at poetry, this is a waste of our time, let somebody else go. So then Chaucer's like, okay, and that's how the next story starts.